Yeah. Good. I don't know, man. It was hard, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was tough yesterday, but you got it done. What I'm doing right now? I'm just washing the bills up. Still in Nation, what's going on? It's the morning after of the Pittsburgh Steelers win over the Buffalo Bills. The Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills? How dare they? All the experts out there, keep being experts, man. But this game right here, man, of course, first game of the season. Everyone had the jitters going. Fans was packed at the stadium. Shout out to the Bills fans, they supported their team. It was a lot of Steeler Nation in there. I seen a lot of towels in there too. You know how we give it up. We always represent no matter where the game at. You gonna see some yellow things floating just like that, you heard? But, yo, man, this game was definitely a tale of two halves. Overall, both defenses was pretty solid this game. It was basically up to the offense of each team because the way the Bills defense came out, they came out determined to just eliminate the run out the gate. They had a lot of guys in the box to the point it was like, all right, we're going to get rid of it. We're not going to even try to see if y'all can run the ball. Shout out to Najee for making something out of nothing a lot. His numbers didn't look too great, but if you watch over time, especially in the second half, that's when you're starting to see that, okay, we started leaning more towards, all right, Ben, we're not leaning all the way towards Ben, like Ben a break, but it's like, all right, Ben, like trying to find your rhythm and have the team follow suit. And that's when we started getting into, the Chase Claypool catches, the big run from Najee later. But if you look at the numbers, you would be like, dang, man, like this is really a defensive game. Big Ben, he was 18 to 32 for 188 yards and a touchdown. But guess what, y'all? No picks. No picks. He did fumble the ball. If you look at it, man, you're like, yo, did Ben really go hard? But I think in the second half, Ben was able to put certain drives together with a mix of certain plays where it was effective, man. And we got everyone involved. Every receiver, anyone that was able to catch a football was able to touch the ball. The funny thing is our rushing, right? We didn't rush for too many yards. Like Najee, I think the first half, he only had about probably 4 yards or something like that. It wasn't too good. But it was more so of we wasn't really getting a push. Couldn't really get anything going. In the beginning, you can tell the rookies was rookies. Kendrick Green, he wasn't really getting no push in the beginning of the game to the point that actually it was a JC. He came in, and then we started to get things going. I think Kendrick Green eventually came back, but I think having JC in there for a little bit just to get something going was important. Funny thing, Najee Harris is the only running back to carry the ball yesterday. 16 carries for 45 yards. No touchdowns. 2.8 yards a carry. Now, trust me, it looks bad, y'all. It looks bad. But based off what I've seen and how the game actually went, especially in the third quarter and the fourth quarter when we starting to get a little bit more runs, Najee had the 18-yard run. I was more so like, okay, first game, got the jitters out the way, away game. Tough for the rookies, man. Tough for the rookies. And tough for the second-year guys, too. Because you got to think, the second-year guys haven't played in front of an NFL audience, like as far as fans in the stadium. They haven't played for that many people. So basically you have two sets of classes that's kind of coming into their first NFL game, The guys is able to adapt. Dan Moore, Kendrick Green later on. Najee later on. We didn't really control the game with the run. There was a few times we was able to get a few runs we needed, but overall the Bills was determined to not let us run the ball. And I don't think that's going to happen going forward because we do have too many weapons where it's like, okay, you guys are not really going, like, if y'all really try to shut the run down, it's not really going to happen because Najee just doesn't, like, for the most part, he falls forward. But y'all going to have to do a little better than that. Receivers, a lot of people touch the rock, man. Juju, Deontay led all receivers in catches with 5. But Juju was right behind him with 4. Chase with 3. James Washington with 2. You know, a lot of guys with just 1. But you look here, no one had 100 yards. No one had over 60 yards. It was that type of game, man. Defense. Take what the defense give you. And there was a few times that worked out for us. He was down 10-0 going into that half. We just... and it's funny because our defense was pretty solid. It was our offense was just putting our defense back on the field fast. And y'all know how that can go. Third quarter, I don't know what happened. Mike Tomlin and them. He gave credit to special teams, Derek Watt and a couple of top guys over there on special teams that, we need to make a play. Got to even the score. To cap off the offense, the fact that we was able to not turn the ball over to that, like, that didn't kill us, man. We didn't turn the ball over, to my knowledge, into here. But we was able to get some things going. There was some splash plays made. I would like to give a big shout out to certain people, man. James Pierre, you proved why you got the #1 spot out there. Cam Sutton, you proved why you're the most versatile cornerback we have on the team. I'm saying it. He's proven it. I seen Trey Norwood out there. I think he actually started the nickel, to be honest. I'm not too sure, but I saw a whole lot of Trey Norwood. I saw a whole lot of Arthur Millette. And Arthur Millette, I believe he was cut. He went from being cut to making the team to actually playing in the first game. So back then when I was saying, yo, man, just stick to it. This may not be the end of your opportunity. It is serious. It's real. Like, you keep working hard, you don't know when your next opportunity will come. And then look at Arthur Millette. He's in the game. He had a couple plays, man. But all the kids, all the rookies, I would like to salute all the rookies, man. If it's anything I come away from this game is how the rookies really was able to, go through the game jitters in the first half and then come out in the second half and just blow it up. Boom, blow it up. Ball. Melvin Ingram set the tone. I don't want to say he set the tone, but he was a part of the tone setting crew. It was a lot of people a part of that crew there. TJ Watt. He need what now? He need preseason? He needs practice with the team? Nah, he does. Like, he was definitely kind of gassed. It looked like it, but with the rotation we had, I love it. I love it, man. 3-man rotation. I love it. I haven't seen us with a solid 3-man rotation in a while. Melvin Ingram he almost got home a couple times. He was able to disrupt Josh Allen. Josh Allen was able to get a few runs off, but as the game was going along, them hits was getting harder on him, man. And I think that was kind of affecting his accuracy over time. Big shout out to Terrell Edmunds. Terrell Edmunds saved probably one of the... It probably would have been the biggest Bills play of the game if Terrell Edmunds didn't do what he did, man. I forgot who that receiver actually was, but he was almost wide open, man. He got past Minka. Terrell Edmunds happened to see it. He came from all the way across the field, cut off, whoever the receiver was, incomplete pass. Saved the touchdown. Cam, in his 30s, it seems like he's better in his 30s than he was in his 20s, man, as far as just being a force, just wreaking havoc, man, at his age. And, I don't even want to call him an old guy because he's not playing that way, One thing I noticed about Devin Bush, and I think over time he'll get it back, is that read and react type of thing, where he see ball, run through ball. You know, that was Devin Bush. This game, I thought Devin Bush probably got caught thinking a little bit, just a little bit. And I think that's just because he missed the whole year. First NFL game back, preseason to preseason, but this is the first NFL game back from him. So I'm thinking about Devin Bush. I'm like, okay, how many games is it going to take for him to get that read and react ready to go? Because Joe Schobert, he's going to be the guy in coverage. He wasn't getting killed in the middle a lot. I like that. But the play of the game, the play of the game has to go to the block punt by Miles Killebrew. He had a killer opportunity for the Bills to, you know, put us in worse field position than we was actually in, you know, because after the block punt, guess what, guys? We scored on the play, so hey. But that did come to bite us in the butt because the Bills end up scoring on the next drive. But I ain't tripping. Because it took a lot of time off the clock. Our defense plays fast, and getting off the field for the fourth down to actually get the block and the touchdown it was actually worse than going 3-and-out on offense. I would probably want to say that, like, because think, right? The touchdown. Well, defense get off the field. The punt. Boom, that's one play. Touchdown. The extra point kick. Boom, that's 2. The third play is what? The kickoff. And look, some of the guys on defense is on some of these teams here. You know? So the defense comes back out there and then eventually give up some points. But I'm not tripping too hard about that, because it comes with it. Our offense, it was up to our offense to be able to hold on to the ball the next drive, to just give our defense some time to get it together. And I feel our offense actually did that. There's a lot of people that balled in this game, man. Like I said, TJ had 2 sacks, forced fumble. Cam had a sack. Melvin Ingram had a forced fumble. A tackle for loss. Cam Sutton had 2 tackles for losses. It was 4th down. 3rd or 4th down. Yeah, it was 4th down. They was trying to like throw some stupid ass screen to the side, and Cam Sutton saw it from the rip. It just made the tackle in the backfield solid, man. Minkah Fitzpatrick, we didn't call his name too much, but we did see Minkah Fitzpatrick around. He almost had a pick in a Minkah Fitzpatrick fashion. He almost had a pick. It was almost a tip drill, you know. But salute to the gang, man. We 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Got the Raiders next. Later on today, be on the lookout for the prediction for the Oakland Raider game. Going back to the Steelers for 7 podcast, episode 65 with D from the Steelers chat. We predicted the whole season. So I'm taking our predictions from that that podcast, putting it on as the season goes on. And once this season goes on, we're going to see who's right, who's wrong. But circumstances may change certain outcomes. Like, for example, right? I believe I had the Raiders winning. I could be wrong. And something happens where I'm like, I don't think we're going to win because something just happened here. I have the right to say, hey, I changed my pick because I didn't know this was going to happen, that. But until then, man, stay tuned. It's the morning after, man. I've been here a little bit too long. But shout out to the Steelers, man. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share right now, please.
That's for real.